precise. And then not everyone's going to be your friend, and that's okay. So be cool with some people just not wanting to be your friend and all that. Just let it be what it is. It's a bigger community, so it's a lot more you can do. It's a lot more you can accomplish. One thing I'll say is, as long as you're getting out like that, you'll never be bored. No matter if you go to a big or small school, it's always something to do. And it's not like high school where it's just smaller groups of people. You have a big community of people. And then, take a chance on hanging with the kind of group that you didn't think you would hang out with. I know by experience, I've made some pretty cool connections with people who I didn't really even think I would talk to like that. And I may not relate to them, but, it's cool when you got an open mind to things and you understand how other people operate. You might find, mutual interest in some things, and you also might find kind of the things they into is kind of cool too. So now they putting you on, you putting them on to some cool stuff. And that's where, diverse friend groups come from. Then you want to, communicate as best as you can. That goes with friends. That goes with on-campus relationships, which that might have to be a different video. That goes for everything. But definitely when I say that, I'm really pushing towards the teachers. Communicate as best as you can. Don't be that person that the teacher doesn't know at all, except your name and just assignments you turn in. Try to start a fair connection with them and communicate.
Build a relationship with them, for sure. Sometimes, some professors, they'll let you, depending on their relationship with the professor. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
By the way. But I know with me, it takes me a while to comprehend work, especially schoolwork. So I would make it my first priority to build a relationship with my professors, let them know, hey, I do need extra time to complete things because I get very overwhelmed very fast. They'll give you extra time to do your work. Not all of them will, but some of them have an understanding of what you have going on, that they will give you extra time. But when they give you the extra time, you need to take advantage of it, because it could be a few days, it could be a week, a few weeks. Whenever they need the work by the due date, just make sure you give it to them, and then y'all will be on good terms.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, right on the nail, honestly. And then just remember that this is college, so have fun. Have a lot of fun, and just, be prepared to for the ups and downs of everything. But just, treat every day as a restart, and just, live the best you can, and have the best experience you can. Because once you graduate, you want to look back and say that you had a decent time, like a fair time, or hopefully had a great time. What are some of the notes you got?
Okay, so you pretty much pinpointed basically everything that I had, but you little dabble into everything. So mine's more academic and on-campus events type thing, if that makes sense. So we can start with the academic. You already went here, but you did mention a planner. So I have color sticky notes, whiteboard, and alarms down. So with the color sticky notes, this is just something that can be used. It's not for everybody. But when you have work to do, you could have different color sticky notes, for example, yellow, green, blue, and red, right? And those can all be different colors for different types of class. So English, math, science, and history, whatever. You can write down what you have to get done and put it either on your wall or put it on your laptop. I put it on my laptop, so I know what needs to get done. And then I'm doing my work on my laptop. I have the sticky note in front of me. As soon as the work is done, I take the sticky note, I put it in the trash. So now I have other sticky notes to focus on. So that's one thing. Whiteboard is basically the same thing as a planner. Write down whatever you want. Planner, for me, this is cool, but I like my stuff in my face in front of me. As soon as I walk in, on a big wall, big words, so it grasps my attention. And alarms help me a lot, because I'm somebody who likes to nap here and there. Definitely make sure you set alarms, especially after you finish eating, or when you need to just you need to do your work. Just make sure you set an alarm for certain things, or so you can have everything in order. Do your homework. He pretty much already said that. At least have a set schedule for that. Make sure you get all your work done before you do anything. That definitely helps for sure. Just take it and run with it. Build a relationship with your professors. I don't know if many of you have heard this or have not heard this. Coming out of high school, from your senior class teachers saying, and quote, your professors won't care or your professors don't care, because I heard it all my senior year in high school. And so I had that mindset, that mentality going into college, saying to myself, my professors will not care about me. And that's not the reality. Really just build a relationship with your professors like you build them in high school. You know what I'm saying? There will be a little bit harder on you because you have more work to do and you need to complete it because they want to see you succeed. They actually want to see you succeed. They're not giving you the work to punish you, and I know that's exactly what it feels like. But in reality, they are actually there to help you in the long run. Moving on to the on-campus activities, so the fun part. So when you're first getting on the campus, well, first and foremost, try building a relationship. Well, not even try. Build a relationship with your roommates, because you will have roommates. Most likely, you will have roommates. Not everybody's your friend, as you've mentioned, but those who are pretty much open-minded and or are willing to, are gravitating towards you. Just build a relationship with them, because I promise you, it works out for the both of you. It's really beneficial, especially like when you want to go to like on-campus events, anything that's going on. So like, what I have here, my bad. So like sports events or concerts or organizations that are happening on campus. If you don't want to go by yourself, go with your roommates. So make sure you build a relationship with your roommates. Also, getting on campus, try joining extracurricular activities. Do not stay in your dorm room. Please do not stay in your dorm room. If you're someone who's pretty much just shy, I understand that, but at least try to get out there. It don't gotta be something big, like you don't have to join like student union, you know what I'm saying, where you have to like stand in front of people and just talk all day. No. You can do like a small little club where you all sit together. There's plenty of clubs that are like that, and you all just feed off of each other's energy. Just try doing that so you can at least build relationships on campus so that you won't be alone, so that your 4 years of college won't be crappy. Okay? That's pretty much everything, because you technically grabbed everything that I had, but I just added a little bit more to it.
Well, I mean, great minds think alike. So.
Right, exactly. Great minds do think alike.
Yeah, but tell me about Coppin State. That's where you went to, right? So what's it like there? Because I got accepted, I just didn't take it.
Really? Dang. Okay. So I only went to Coppin for 2 years. I graduated from high school in 2019, and then I went to Coppin fall 2019. And I was on campus. I stayed on campus. So Coppin is like, it's like a family-oriented, at least this is what I got, like family-oriented like college, right? Everybody knows each other because it's so small. Coppin is the smallest HBCU that is in Maryland. So yes, everybody does know each other. But that's very beneficial, It was fun. Should I keep talking?
That's what the mic is for.
Oh, you're right. So me personally, I did join a sport. I was a majorette dancer. I was a Lady Sapphire at Coppin State. As soon as I got on campus, I've been dancing all my life, so this was something I already wanted to do. But of course, that was very beneficial to me because I didn't know I was going to meet a whole bunch of nice, like, wonderful women, to be honest. They, like, really became my sisters within that span of, like, a week or, like, 2 weeks because we were always together. Like, they were always there with me at the end of my days. Very helpful. That's why you should build relationships. It was really fun. It's just a very small campus. That's the only like downside of it. So we don't really have, well, Coppin didn't really have as much as like other HBCUs had. Like we had a football field, right? But it was tiny, and then we didn't really have like as many as like sports as other colleges had because again we were tiny and because the area that we lived in, like Coppin is right off North Avenue and like by Mondawmin Mall, so you already know like the type of area that the college surrounds it. Like there was a lot of rules that we had, curfews, like we couldn't go off campus at a certain time, of course for our safety. Whenever something did happen over the weekend or the night before, we would always get alerts in our emails like there was a robbery or there was shooting. Like within the vicinity of the college. So
basically, for anybody that's not from Baltimore, it's the trenches. Think about the worst area in your neighborhood or in your state that you don't want to go to, that your parents tell you keep from, or you might live in. It's that. Now just put a college there. Boom.
That's funny. Basically, yeah, right. But honestly, it wasn't too much going on the campus. It was more so around it, because I feel like people knew better. You know, I feel like, yeah, most people just have that common sense to not do too much on a school college campus, and they do it around it. Like, they was messing up around the campus, but the campus was not touched. So just, yeah, it was like that.
Yeah, I heard they real big on like not messing with the college.
Well, I mean, by me being there, I can feel that and sense that. I've never heard that, but by me living there, yeah, I can definitely see that. But I feel like that would be for most colleges, but then again, I can't really say so because I've never been to other colleges. But Coppin, yeah, I wouldn't. They real serious about it. Security is always on deck. No matter where you go, there's always a security person in yellow or green, like on every corner. So you're safe. You're safe. So regardless of all of that, the events were cool. They threw a lot of parties. You know, we would mostly collab with other HBCUs, so like Morgan, UMES, Howard, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was always something going on campus, like in the lawn area or on the weekend or like on the weekdays. There was always something going on. But Coppin, being a partnership with other schools, there was definitely always like something good going on. So that was another thing. It was pretty lit. Like, there were of course majority of minorities and also a percentage of like international students, but everybody got along, and that's the one thing I did like about Coppin. Like, no matter, it wasn't even about skin tone. I don't like that. It was more, right, I don't like that, but it was more so just about like seeing everybody for who they were, and everyone was just getting along, and that's what I really liked about Coppin, because kind of reminded me of my high school. So I would say also your freshman year, I'd call it kind of seems like 13th grade. I know that's not a thing, at least here in this country. It just kind of feels like that. It's the easiest year. They have 13th grade?
No, but that's what prep school is.
Oh, I didn't know that was even a thing. Oh, that's interesting. But your freshman year is always it's your easiest year. It's your easiest year. It gets harder when you get to your sophomore year. It really depends on your major, though, like, because a lot of people are more, like, in the labs and, like, math. Like, that was the hardest for me. But your freshman year is always your easiest, so definitely take advantage of it. Like, when you have work to do, sports to do, whatever, like, do it, because your GPA is definitely more prone to rise and stay there your freshman year if you do what you're supposed to do. That's pretty much it. Coppin was a cool experience. I didn't stay there for long. I left, but it was the time being there. It was definitely worth me experiencing the college experience. I will never regret going to Coppin. I will never regret stepping foot on college campus, and I will never regret leaving either. I'm just glad I got to experience something like that, you know? So that's pretty much all that matters.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I really liked it. It was cool. Everybody was chill.
Should I have chose Coppin?
Well, first of all, just tell me about Stevenson, and then I'll tell you if you should have chose Coppin.
Stevenson. It's small. It's green.
Right.
It's a PWI. It's a little dusty at times, but they're trying. But Stevenson, it's cool. It's cool. It's quiet. But you know, like I said, everybody's trying. We got some clubs. Some Greek life. We got, you know, things here and there. It's a D3 school, so.
Oh, okay.
That's that. You know, we got a really good football team, a really great volleyball team, and an amazing lacrosse team. So you know, some things we don't sleep on.
That's good.
You know, I'm the theater major. Did you ever say what major you were?
When I got there, I was a social work major, and then I changed to biology. and then I changed back to social work. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. But it happens. So it was either that or that because I didn't have an interest in anything else. And plus, they didn't really have that many majors because of how small the campus was. So,
I mean, this is all off the dome and off the top of my head, but I would say for y'all, if y'all want to know anything more about Stevenson and my college itself, comment down below and run a likes up to this video. So, like I won't probably make another video regardless of what the likes hit. But I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all want to hear about Stevenson itself, so I can actually prepare answers for. I might even do a tour video. I did a day in a life video already. I didn't do a tour necessarily because there's way more I could have showed y'all in that video. And then comment down if y'all want me to elaborate on any more of the topics that either of us spoke on. But I definitely wanted to get, somebody from HBCU to chime in and put their 2 cents in.
Mm-hmm. Coppin is a D1 school, by the way. It's a really good school.
Yeah, we know. But that's that. Y'all already know the drill. Like, comment, blah. And I'm going to have some more content coming in September, so y'all stay tuned for that.